Hello YouTubers. Thought I'd make a short video on anyone who's interested in perhaps buying a lake boat or a bow rider. I just took delivery of a Regal LS6. This is 2023, brand new, just from the factory 1 week ago. And I thought in this video I would just highlight some of the optional equipment that is on the boat. When you get the basic boat, this would be equipment that would not be on it unless you're willing to pay extra. So we're starting here on the hull of the boat. We can see like there's 3 color regions on the boat, and from the factory the standard color is white. So if you want color either on the hull or the boot strip or the bottom, color is an optional item which will cost you extra. So continuing to look at the front of the boat, we can see this down here. We have docking lights, and that's also an option that you want to pay for if you want to have it. It's good if you're going to be out in the boat at night, which I rarely am. You can also see on the side of the boat there sort of a bow rail, and what that is part of the premium package, and there will be several items that are part of that package. So that railing along there, along the bow, is part of that premium, which will also cost you extra. Up at the bow there, we can see the teak table. Again, that is another option which will cost you a few extra bucks. The teak table can be fitted either at the bow or in the cockpit. Moving to the other side here of the boat, and we see that we have here the port light for the head. Again, that's another option. If you want the port light for the head, we're going to have to pay for that as well. Also, another option is right here, the fender clips. These are the pop-out clips. Just pop them out, pop them in. On that option, you get 4 with that option package, and it's a good option to have. Quickly remove the fenders from the boat by simply unclipping the fender clips. So that's another option that you have to pay for. So now let's move to the transom. So here at the transom, the first thing we notice is on the platform we have the sea deck material. That again is an option that you will pay for if you want the sea deck material on your platform. And you'll notice at the very back end there of the platform, we have that sort of stainless steel railing. That is also part of the premium package, that piece there. So also, let me see if I can get at them. I don't stainless steel vents, that's part of the premium package as well. So stainless steel vents on both sides. Another option on this boat, this is an option that originally I didn't want to get, but I had to get it because I ordered the electric toilet with pump out, and if you want that you have to get this option, and that is the shower down here. And I guess both the toilet and the shower share the same water compressor. So, and it turned out, though I didn't originally want it and I had to get it for the toilet, this turns out to be one of the best options on the boat, because it's pretty common to come down here after a couple days and see that all the ducks, geese, whatever, they like to party on the transom, and then they just poop all over it. And so that's a great way of cleaning off the transit really the platform really quick. Highly recommend getting that. One thing you can't see here, but the switch is right there, is the underwater platform, which extends out and drops down in the water about 18 inches or so, and that makes for getting in and out of the boat quite easy. So that's a pretty good option to have if you're in a lake with lots of swimming or water toys and that. Would be a good option to put on there. Another option that you cannot see here, and it's underwater lighting. This boat has the underwater lighting package. Just thought get it. I thought it might look cool at night, though I don't do really that much boating at night. The other option I went for here is the stereo performance and light package, and you'll see right away we have speakers right there on the transom, and that's part of that package. With the stereo performance package, you're going to get a larger amplifier, subwoofers, and additional speakers there on the back. So that's something that I decided to go for. And the head unit for the stereo system is by Fusion. Just one thing which is standard on this boat you can't see is the prop itself. This is a stainless steel dual prop that's on this particular boat. Okay, let's head into the cockpit. So you might not be able to see very well, but in here, one of the options on this boat is sort of a larger engine. I went with the 380. You can have the 350, the 380, or the 430. And I sort of went in between there with the 380. Stepping up in horsepower is a considerable price increase. So that's one of the most expensive options on the boat, is increase the horsepower, getting the bigger engines. You can see also in there another option is the fire suppression system, which is in the engine compartment there. Another option which you can't see from here is battery charger for onshore power. You can charge up your batteries. So that's the engine compartment. Let's just drop that. So within the cockpit, another option is the seagrass matting. You can go with sea deck or the matting. I chose to go with the matting because you can just unclip the matting and take it right out of the boat and just hose it down to clean it up and then snap it right back in again. Very convenient, and it has decent padding. It's a pretty good option. Another option, surprised me that it was an option, I thought it'd be standard on the boat, is actually the flagpole. And that's an option too. If you want to fly a flag, you have to order the flagpole. Another option on this boat, and it too is one of the most expensive options, is the hardtop. That and the larger engine are the two most expensive hardtops. This is of course a power hardtop, which is control at the cockpit there, and you have these handles here that you just pop out and turn, and you can tilt the hardtop to certain angles, and then you can drop it down and it'll just meet up nicely along the windshield there. Oh, and we have a great big boat coming in right now. So a part of that stereo upgrade package was in lighting is additional lights in the cockpit, and so you get this ambient lighting throughout the cockpit, which obviously we can't see in the bright light today, but that's another option. And then let's see, we have up here, we can see bow thruster. So we have a bow thruster on this boat. It comes in very handy. Originally I wasn't going to get it, but at the last minute I decided to add it to the boat, and I'm sure glad I did, because it can be pretty tight in here sometimes trying to dock. As a new boat owner, I'm still getting used to docking. And now the other thing, we can see here on the cockpit, we have the trim tabs. So that's another option. That's on the boat, that's on the hull of the boat. There's trim tabs for trimming the boat when underway, either lowering or raising the bow. Another option right here is the walk-through doors. Let me just zoom out here. So we have the cockpit walk-through doors. That's an option as well for blocking out the wind. So it's another thing you'll pay extra for. So then another option, this is going to be right here, and this is electric toilet with pump out. So that's also an option. I think you can get a porta potty type toilet too, which really not for me. I'd rather have the electric with the pump out. Just a couple of things. We can see the glass cockpit. That is standard on the boat. Those are sort of Garmin Volvo screens. Pretty typical. You see them now just about on every modern boat, exactly the same screens. Those are 9-inch. Bigger boats have larger screens. Another thing that's just going to point out, which is standard on this boat, is the upholstery. This is titanium white. This is the standard upholstery. No additional cost for this. You can get in colors such as red and blue, and if you go with those colors, you will pay an additional fee for that. Another very good option I'm really glad I got is the fill-in cushions, both for the bow and the cockpit. So we can see here we have the fill-in cushion for the cockpit right here, so you get another person can just be seated on the back row here, and also a fill-in cushion for lounging, because as I think everyone's aware of, on most boats you can just flip these seats to get lounge seats, or you can even go further back to almost lying right down. And also on these boats, standard are those jump seats on the back as well. So, and also not currently not on installed right here, it would go where the teak table is, and that's fill-in cushions as well for the bow, which would completely cover that whole area in. So that's another option I picked up. I haven't used it yet. So if we go up to the front here, right up to the front, I got the windlass. So right here, so you have an option here with the windlass. You can have rope and chain or all chain, and I decided to go with the all chain windlass. So that's an option that you'll pay for. And here, of course, you have your battery switch for the windlass, and you also have here the on-off switch for raising and lowering the anchor. One more option that I paid for that right now is not on the boat is the bow cover and the cockpit cover. Those again are really good to have, especially in this marina, so that all the geese and ducks don't land in your boat and just poop all over it, because they're out here, quite a few, and they love pooping on boats. So that's pretty much it for the options on this boat. Everything that I pointed out, with the exception of a couple standard things I showed, like the screens and that, are extra, will cost you extra, with the hardtop and the larger horsepower engines being the most expensive of all the options. I should mention that in this video I don't give prices at all on any of the options, and the reason for that is that this boat was purchased in Canada. And at the time that I purchased this boat, which was at the very end of January, so this was a factory order from Regal down in Orlando, Florida, the exchange rate at retail banking, a retail banking exchange rate between US and Canadian dollars was 33 cents to the dollar. So for all of my friends here in the United States, if you go to a boat show and you see a boat priced at $200,000, that boat in Canada will cost you $266,000 based on the currency exchange, which causes another issue here in Canada to kick in, and that is luxury tax. Luxury tax on boats kick in once the boat exceeds $250,000. Luxury tax is 10%, and that is applied to the difference between the final price and the 250 limit. That luxury tax is added to the value of the boat, at which time the harmonized sales tax is calculated, which here in this province is 13%. So you're paying tax on tax, basically, here in Canada when purchasing a boat. So that's a quick video, just to show you a few things on the Regal. It's a very nice boat. Like I said, I've only had it a week. I just had it a few times, still getting used to it. And perhaps I'll do a follow-up video with the boat on the water once I can learn to dock the boat without bouncing off the dock. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and everybody have a great day and safe boating.